Hello everyone and welcome once again to MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you. I'm here once again with the actual question asked at Tech Mahindra examination on 24th November 2020 evening slot. Normally these examination starts by 4 p.m. So on different screen, different questions again popped in from different topics, but topics were the old one. Profit and loss, percentages, we have seen time and work, time, speed and distance, and few new kind of questions which I want to share with you. So I hope that you would be doing these because these might occur in your examination on your screen when you are actually doing this assessment. So few questions which I would be solving on real time really quickly with help of calculators or no calculator with concepts, and I hope this video would be of great help to you. Best wishes for your examination and a great career ahead. Let's begin now. So let's begin with the first question for this video. As a result of the recent labor reforms, the hourly wages of daily laborers were increased by 12.5%. 12.5% is 1 by 8. So hourly wages suppose were 8, now are 9. Additionally, weekly work hours were decreased by 8%. Work hours initially were 100, now decreased to 92 hours. Before the reforms, an unskilled laborer used to get $1,200 for 50 hours for a work in a week. Irrelevant definition, irrelevant information till now. What will be the change in his earnings per week after the reforms? As you see in the option, everything is given in percentages. So this particular information is irrelevant. What we need to find is the change in earnings per week. Earnings per week would be number of hours worked into hourly wages. So earning initially were 8 into 100, that is 800. Now is 92 into 9 into 92, that is 18, 1, 81, 82. So changes of 28 rupees. Yes, sorry, $28 because their dollars are given. So it has increased. So it have increased, decrease out. Increase by how much? 28 upon 800 into 100. 214, 2427. So it is 3.5% increase. Next one, Christopher's salary is equals to half of Matthew's salary. That's statement 1. Christopher's salary is half of Matthew's. So let Christopher's salary be 10. Then Matthew's salary is 20. 1/3 of Matthew's salary, 1/3 of 20 is equals to 1/4 of Andrew's. Okay, so Andrew's salary must be 80 by 3. That is with information 2. Third information is Andrew's salary equals to 3 times of Christopher's salary. Christopher's salary is 10 into 3 would be 30. Now 80 by 3 doesn't seem to be equals to 30. So if the first two statements are true, if 1 and 2 are true, obviously the third statement is false. The average weight of 6 person is increased by 2.5 kg. Okay, average increases by 2.5 kg when one of them, whose weight is 50 kg, is replaced by a new man. Okay, by a new man. So new man weight is X. So that means x minus 50 is giving effect of 2.5 kgs for 6 people. 2.5 into 6 is 15. So x is 65 kgs. G and A appeared at an examination. G secured 9 marks more than A. Okay. And her marks was 56% of the sum of their marks. That accounts to 56%. That means A is 100 minus 56, 44%. Difference between these two is 12%. That means 12% of the total marks is equivalent to 9 marks, isn't it? The marks obtained by Genie are, the marks obtained by G is 56%, so that would be equivalent to 9 by 12 into 56. So 3 into 14 is 42. Statement 1. The number of items sold by X is double the number of items sold by Y. X sold 20 items, then Y sold 10 items. Statement 2. Number of items sold by Z is 50% of the number of items sold by X. If X have sold 20, so Z would be 10, 50%. The number of items sold by Z, that is 10, is 4 times the number of items sold by salesman Y. No. 10 is not equals to 40, 10 is equals to 10. If the first two statements are true, if I consider these two as true, then Z is not 4 times Y. Z is just equals to Y. The third statement is false. A certain job was assigned to a group of men to be completed in 20 days. Okay, X men were supposed to complete a work in 20 days. But 12 men did not turn up. New men in the group are X minus 12. And the remaining men completed a job in 32 days. 32. What was the original number of men in the group? We know that M1 D1 is equals to M2 D2 if work to be done is same. So 20x equals 32x minus 32 into 12. So 32 minus 20 is 12x equals 32 into 12. X is equals to 32. So originally there were 32 people in the group. A shopkeeper had purchased 400 products at the rate of $40 each. So his cost would be 400 into 40, $16,000. Okay. The goods did not sell due to quality issues. He sold them to a scrap dealer for 6500. Selling price is just 6500. What is the profit or loss percentage that he made in the transaction? Obviously, there is a loss. Loss of 16,000 minus 6500 is 9500. So loss percentage is 9500 by 16,000 into 100. 95 divided by 160 into 100. 59.375. 59.37% loss as per this option C. The interest received for the second year on a certain sum of money exceeds the interest received in the first year by 550. So interest received in first year was X. Second year is X plus 500. Not 550, it's 500. If the amount was invested at 10%, good. Compound interest, obviously, that's why there is a change in the interest. What was the sum invested in the beginning? Now, first thing, can we see that what is this 500? 500 is nothing but interest on this X. That is the interest for first year. So 500 is 10% of X. So X is 5,000. Now we have got X. Now what is X? X is interest on the principal at 10%. That means principal into 10% equals 5,000. Principal equals 50,000. What is the sum invested in the beginning? $50,000, option A. The volume of a sphere is directly proportional to cube of its radius. Very good. If the volume of two spheres are in the ratio 8:1, volume ratio is given. What will be the radii ratio? Radii ratio is nothing but subtriplicate. In this case, subtriplicate ratio, cube root of 8 is to cube root of 1. That would be 2:1. Option D. In the game of cricket, Donald scores 120 runs, which includes 3 sixes and 6 boundaries. The total runs scored by his team is 425. What percentage of the total score does Donald make other than scoring by sixes and boundaries? One six is 6 runs, one boundary is 4 runs. We know that. This is 18 plus 24, that is 42. So the remaining runs is 120 minus 42 is 78. So how much is 78 as percentage of 425, my dost? $78 divided by 425 into 100 is 18.35%. 18.35, we have this option B. Due to fuel prices hike, oil companies have raised the price of petrol by 25%. But my budget is such that I can only afford to spend only additional 15% on petrol. So I'm ready to increase my expenditure by 15%. By what percentage should I decrease my petrol consumption? So whenever P into Q equals to E thing is there, P change and Q change is effectively E change. So change in E is the net change, which is actually given by P plus Q plus PQ by 100%. So here also 15% is 25% minus how much would be the decrease? Q minus 25Q by 100. So what we have? Minus Q, that is minus 5Q by 4. 5Q by 4 is equals to 25 minus 15 is 10. 2 times. Q is 8%. There should be 8% fall in the petrol consumption so that there is only effect of 15% on my overall petrol expenses. 8%. If N is the number of people engaged in the job, then the amount of work done is. The number of men and work done are directly proportional to each other. We know that. M is proportional to W. If we increase the number of men, work done will also increase. M by W is constant. Directly proportional to N. Option A. A landowner increases the length and breadth of a rectangular plot by 10% and 20% respectively. Find the percentage change in the cost of the plot, assuming land prices are uniform throughout the plot. That means we are just dealing with the net change in the area. Net change, as we have seen, is given by x plus y plus xy by 100. That would be 10 plus 20 plus 10 into 20 by 100 is 32% increase. Working together, Andy and Angela can complete the work in 6 days. Working individually, Andy can complete the same work in 10 days. Then what time can Angela take to complete the work alone? We need to subtract these two, isn't it? Subtraction. G would be, we know the subtraction formula. Subtraction formula is product by difference. That is xy upon y minus x. So this would be 6 into 10 by 10 minus 6. 60 by 4 is 15 days. Angela alone will take 15 days to complete this piece of work. Option D in this case. Rakesh attended 3 client meetings on Monday, 6 client meetings and 1 internal meetings on Tuesday, and 5 internal meetings on Wednesday. Find the average number of meetings attended by Rakesh during the 3 days. Total are 9 plus 6, that is 15 meetings, including both client meeting and internal meeting. Over the 3 days time, average 15 by 3 is 5 meetings per day. Option D. The difference between simple and compound interest on a principal of 2000 for 2 years at a rate of 5% per annum. 2 years difference of simple interest and compound interest is given by P into R by 100 whole square. That's it. We should know the formula. 2000 into 5 by 100 into 5 by 100. 100 gone, 0 gone, 2, 5, 10 gone. That is $5. Option A. Drivers Jake and Mandy are paid a total of $550 per week, J plus M, by the employer. If Jake gets 120% of the sum paid to Mandy, if Mandy is getting M, then Jake would be getting 120%, that would be 1.2 M. That is equals to 550. How much is Mandy paid per week? Mandy's rate is 550 by 2.2. Let me calculate 550 into 10 by 22. 11 2 times, 1150 times, and this is 25. That is $250. So Mandy would be paid $250. Option D. The average temperature on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday was 25. So that means sum total of the 3 temperature would be 25 into 3, that is 75. The average temperature on Thursday, Friday and Saturday was 24. 24 into 3 is 72. So if temperature on Saturday is 27, what was the temperature on Wednesday? If I subtract these two, I'll get Wednesday minus Saturday is 75 minus 72 is 3. So temperature on Wednesday is Saturday plus 3. Saturday is 27. 27 plus 3 is 30. Yes, option D fits in. A car covers a distance of 300 kilometers with some speed. Okay, so time taken would be 300 by S. If its speed is increased by 10, it will cover the same distance in 1 hour less. So here the time taken would be 300 by S plus 10, and this is 1 hour less than the previous time. Okay, so that means 300 by S minus 300 upon S plus 10 is equals to 1, isn't it? Let me take common 300. S plus 10 minus S is 10 upon S into S plus 10 is equals to 1. So S into S plus 10 is equals to 3000. So 3000 is like 50 into 60. Yes, this is 50 into 60. S should be equals to 50. Find the speed of the car in kilometer per hour. It's 50 kilometer per hour. The cost of 8 pizzas is $96. So cost of 1 should be 96 by 8. That is $12. How many pizzas can you buy if you pay $180? Number of pizzas which we can buy are 180 by 12. That is 15. Option B fits in. What percent of 80 is 16? Just 16 by 80 is 1 by 5. That is 20% is what is asked. Option A. Thank you everyone for being with me, for being connected with me throughout the session where I've shown you how in real time I would have solved these questions if these questions would have been there on my screen. Okay, you please solve it by your pace. Go through the concepts. These questions are really very easy, but don't panic at the end. I'm Mohit Jain signing off from MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you. Thank you. Stay connected. Do subscribe to the channel if you have liked our effort put in for you and for your career. I'll see you soon. Thank you.